Hi, it's Sabrina. Join me with a lineup of incredible experts as we inspire you
It's you transcending.
to redesign your life. I love this, one small change at a time. This is the Sabrina Soto Show. Come on in.
Hi, Sabrina. How are you doing?
I am clean. I just took off my day of makeup. How are you?
You look very clean and fresh-faced.
I just used your cleaner, this green tea cleaner. I don't know if I did it right, but here's the thing. First of all, I know you from the internet. I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
So first I want you to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon. I'm the author of 4 different books. I'm a podcaster, and my big thing is autojuvenation, is how to turn back the clock naturally and take great care of your skin.
Autojuvenation.
Autojuvenation.
So it's anti-aging.
It's anti-aging from the inside out.
I love that. Okay, I feel like I'm seeing things move and shift and I'm trying to get ahead of it.
Yep.
And there's so much going out there. I don't know what to do. I've tried things, it hasn't worked. Filler does not work for me, it works for my friends. So I have so many questions, but first, I want to talk about the basics. Skincare. There's so many products. There's vitamin C, there's retinol, there's the cleaners, the moisturizers. What do we need to use and what can we lose?
So yeah, it's so important to just start with a basic skincare routine. And a lot of people, when they have skin, even especially if they're unhappy with how their skin looks, they think they need to add more to it. But oftentimes, the key is actually remove and getting back to those basics. So basic thing is every morning you want to cleanse your skin with a cleanser appropriate for your skin type.
So what should we put on in the morning?
So in the morning, the most important thing to start out with is to cleanse your skin. So first question I would ask you is, what type of skin do you have?
Combo.
So you've got combo skin. So if you have oily skin, then you want to go with a more foaming type of cleanser to get rid of some of that excess oil. If you've got more sensitive or drier skin, then a more hydrating or milky cleanser is typically better.
Okay.
For you in the middle, you may want to try both and see what feels good on your skin. So the next step is to apply a vitamin C serum, an antioxidant serum. And this is our Youn Beauty CE antioxidant serum.
Okay,
And
how
so-
much of this should I be putting on?
So you want to put on enough, about a pea-sized amount, enough so that when you apply it on your skin, you feel like your face has a tiny layer over the whole thing.
Okay.
It should feel comfortable, but it shouldn't feel like you have to really rub it over and over again to get it to absorb.
A lot of women have problems with their neck, the wrinkles, and their chest. What can you do for that area?
Okay, so what you're applying with the vitamin C serum is going to also help to produce collagen. And one of the reasons why our skin ages and it gets more wrinkly and looser is we lose collagen in our skin. So using vitamin C, that is basically one of the building blocks of collagen, is super important. And then after that, all you really need is a sunscreen if you're going to be out.
That's
okay?
it?
That's all you have to do. In the morning, that is it.
So cleaning vitamin C sunscreen.
Yep, if you want to add a moisturizer, if you've got really dry skin, you're here in California, it's pretty dry, then feel free to add one. So this is a good moisturizer for your skin. This contains peptides as well. Peptides actually will also help to promote collagen production. But if you want to save money, if you want to limit what you use, if you want to, kind of get on that basic routine, then you can skip the eye cream and just use what you're using on your face over your eye.
I think going through this whole routine is really important because I want to inspire everyone to simplify their lives. And I think when it comes to skincare, there are so many things
so
out there.
confusing. So in the morning, cleanse, vitamin C or antioxidant serum, sunscreen, and then the moisturizer is optional.
Okay, then nighttime comes around.
So nighttime, the absolute first thing you gotta do is you gotta cleanse your skin, get rid of the day's worth of dirt and grime and pollution. First thing a lot of women do, especially anybody who's wearing makeup, is you wanna get that makeup off. Okay, and a micellar water is a super easy way to do it. Some people like oil cleansers too. That's another great way to remove makeup. First cleanse with either the micellar water or the oil cleanser, and then you follow that up with a gentle cleanser like what you used earlier on your face.
Okay, and then what?
And then the only other thing is that's when you go with the anti-aging cream. Retinol is the #1 ingredient that you want to look for. So this is our Youn Beauty Retinol Moisturizer. So this contains retinol.
So over the counter, retinol is just as good as getting the prescription?
So if you've got thick, oily skin, then a lot of times people like the prescription strength because that's gonna dry that skin out. Yeah, best to start with an over-the-counter retinol first. Don't even start every day. Start using it maybe 1 out of every 2 or 3 nights. And then as your skin, your skin is tolerating it, then increase the use of it. to every night if you can. And there's no point in using retinol in the morning because the sunlight will deactivate it.
Okay. Is there a rule about applying products from thin to thickest?
Yes, so there's 2 rules you want to follow when you're applying skincare products. So you want to apply the serum before you apply, let's say, a moisturizer, but you also want to apply active to inactive. Well, if you apply that thick night cream first and then the retinol over it, you've got a barrier and it's not going to get to your skin. So you want to go active to inactive, lighter to heavier.
It's not a one size fits all.
It isn't.
Right? So you see somebody saying like, this is a must have this, and then you try it and it ruins your skin.
Yeah, the number one thing is you want to start with the basics. So you want to start with a good, healthy, collagen promoting, anti-inflammatory diet. You want to then add the skincare cleanse, antioxidant serum, sunscreen, and then at night you cleanse and then you apply retinol. If you do that, then you're way ahead of 95% of people.
Okay, after skincare and the stuff that's over the counter, let's go to the next step.
So the next step is going to be things you can do at home that are relatively inexpensive. And the number one thing is going to be red light therapy.
My red light therapy, it's different than infrared.
Yes. So infrared is like an infrared sauna. Those are rays that go deeper into your tissues. And you're looking at those as more of a detoxifying effect. Red light therapy goes much more superficially into the skin, and that's meant to actually impact the cells. And your skin essentially acts more youthfully.
Okay, now when it comes to injections, fillers, things like that.
So less is always more.
Yes.
And so the number one most popular are the neurotoxins like Botox. There's also Daxxify and Dysport and all these other ones. Is that they relax muscles that create wrinkles. And these are called dynamic wrinkles. Wrinkles that are created by when you try to frown at somebody, when you elevate your eyebrows, when you smile, you create crow's feet. Make sure you go to a board certified plastic surgeon or dermatologist's office.
Okay.
But you do that, and worst case scenario, if you get a bad outcome, it's maybe a droopy eyelid for a few months. Filler is a different story.
I've had the worst experience with filler. The worst. It didn't work for me, so
Okay.
I think that's another thing that people have to know. It's like just because your friend loves it doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Yeah, so filler, the way I describe it, it's like liquid skin. So you're injecting it into the face to basically fill it out. So you can fill out wrinkles like the nasolabial folds, you can plump up the cheeks, you can make the chin look bigger. Problem with filler, if you accidentally inject it into a blood vessel, if the person's not that good at injecting, then you can kill off parts of your lip, you can lose parts of your nose, and people have even gone blind from injections of filler. Filler, you have to take even much, much more seriously.
Yeah, so let's not do the bargain filler coupon. Okay, the next thing that all of my friends are talking about is Sculptra.
So that's a thumbs up. Okay. The only concern with that is that there are certain parts of the face you want to stay away from. Do not inject it under the eyes, or ideally around the mouth.
So where would you recommend getting it?
So it's great for the temples, it's great for the cheeks and the cheek hollows.
Another thing my friends are talking about is the radio frequency microneedling.
So this right now is the gold standard for skin tightening. It's microneedling where you take these tiny little needles and you puncture the skin, but those needles are insulated up to the tip, and the tip emits radio frequency energy or heat. And so you get the double benefit of the trauma from the needle, which causes skin, the collagen to heal in a tighter fashion, and the deep heating of the skin, which also causes that collagen to tighten. So right now, you get 1 or 2 days of redness, that's it. Right now, that's the gold standard for non-invasive tightening of the skin.
And then what about those rollers that people do at home? Yes or no?
I would stay away from the rollers because they tend to create those microneedling punctures in a very uneven fashion.
This is so important to hear because I know all of my friends are using those rollers.
No, there's actually a different at-home microneedling sets, and they are sterile needles that you use as a stamping, okay? So dermal stamping gets a thumbs up. Dermal rolling gets a thumbs down.
Dr. Youn, I could seriously spend all day with you.